selection of girls. We really appreciate having you. I'm Mitch, one of the artistic directors here at the theater, a position I share with my wife, Rachel Curtis. And before we get started, I just have some people I'd like to recognize and some announcements to let you know about. First and foremost, I'd like to recognize all of our contributors. I know we have a lot of you in the house today. For everything that you do for us, you truly do keep this place going, and this is our 58th season. We've almost made it through, and so we're starting to think about 59 now, and then pretty soon we're going to be at 60, which is insane to think about. So thank you so much to all of our contributors for everything that you do. The board is always doing something for us, not just in the summer, but throughout the entire year. We have Chuck and Emily Hummel here today. And then we also have some past BVT VIPs, if you will, and some current. We have Dr. Chet Harper, Doc, as we call him here. Artistic director who hired me. So you can thank him for that. And then we also have Cinda Goodrich up here in the front. Cinda is our music director. She's been with us since 2019, and we really appreciate everything she does. Next, I just want to tell you about our Founders Day event that is at the end of the season. It's on August 10th. It is kind of our end of the season celebration. It includes a benefit auction up at the town hall, a variety show put on by the company on our stage, and then a dinner cruise on the Spirit of Brownville. If that is of interest to you, you can always make reservations down in our box office after the show. If you would like to make reservations for any of our other shows, you can also do that down in the box office. If it's your first time here, just know that this is just one of our 5 shows that we have playing this summer. We do things a little differently here. We do things in true repertory, so we never do the same show back to back. We perform all 5 in one weekend. We have this lovely tradition of taking down the set and putting up a completely new set after every show. So come check out some of the other ones if you haven't yet. And we're only playing 2 more weekends after this one, so time is running out. And then lastly, I'd just like to tell you about all of our Brownville Village Theater merchandise. We have t-shirts for sale. I'm wearing one of them, but you can see them on our models here as well. We've got the ones with the red cuffs that say, "I love BVT," and what a great way to remember your time here and support the Brownville Village Theater. And then we have the plain white ones. They have the season on the back, so you can remember what shows we did. We also have these nice jackets for you. So if you get cold, you can always get a jacket. So they have the logo embroidered on them. And then new this year, we also have blankets for sale with the logo embroidered on them. All of this merchandise will be available after the show at our lemonade reception, as well as earrings and all kinds of other things. Magnets, mugs. So please check out all of our Brownville Village Theater merchandise at our lemonade reception. I would just like to remind everyone to silence your cell phone before we get started. Thank you again so much, and please come back and see us. Enjoy the show.
It is the principle of all free governments that the people rule. And as all the people must be subject to the laws, all should have a voice in their formation. This is not questioned by all when pertaining to men, but I am here today to say it should pertain to women as well. Woman has the right to have her voice heard in the formation of constitutions, in the making of laws, and in the selection of those by whom the laws are administered. In this country, there is one great tribunal by which all theories must be tried and all measures settled. That tribunal is the ballot box. Deny to any community the right to the ballot box, and that community sinks at once into a state of dependence, of civil insignificance, which nothing can save from oppression. Woman has every right to go to the ballot box and have her voice heard. As men, it is her duty to do so, and we can never expect to have a perfectly just government until that right is written law and exercised by her. Although she is excluded from the ballot box, she is expected to follow the laws as implicitly as man. She is punished for the violation of those laws as severely as though she had a voice in their formation. Taxation and representation go both together. All who pay taxes should have a voice, yet woman is taxed without representation. Notwithstanding the sentiment declared in the Declaration of Independence that all governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed, woman is governed without her consent. We have all been granted the same claim to life and the pursuit of happiness. Let women then arise and demand the vote. Women's right to vote will be attended with the happiest results, not for her only, but for the whole race. It will place society on a higher moral and social elevation than it has ever yet attained.
Oh, good heavens, something like that.
Valentine, we did it! Where's Vicky? Maybe she got here before us and went looking? Victoria! Victoria!
I knew it. I suppose you have every right to say I told you so, but just keep it to yourself so you don't get on my damn nerves. Manifestation! And what a good space for it, too! I knew it! I knew it! Careful or you'll start annoying the regular theater ghosts.
I don't want to meet any ghosts.
I've heard they're more afraid of you than you are of them, especially if, you know, you're also dead.
Are we supposed to look scary? You don't look very scary.
What's more frightening than 3 angry women who found each other? 3 dead angry women who found each other.
Don't call us angry. We're not angry. Well, not anymore.
Shh. We don't have much time. To the living. Let's do this.
Did we do that?
Time is a tricky thing.
I believe you all just met our friend Amelia Bloomer, a little local flavor for you all. That was her in the legislature in Omaha in 1856.
Or was it yesterday? Tricky.
When we die, what happens to time?
When all the sand has fallen to the bottom of the hourglass.
For these few sands of your lives, value us. Listen
to us. Listen to her.
Our time and flesh is gone. You don't see us anymore.
Did you ever?
Our bodies are gone.
Were they ever really ours to begin with?
We don't have much time. My name is Victoria Woodhall.
Nita McCall.
Valentine Gosard.
Our lifetime spanned over 100 years.
But it's all the same old story.
We'll show you.
In our stories are the ghosts of your mothers, sisters, daughters, and friends.
These are things that have happened.
These are the images and words we want to share with you.
We are women.
Ladies, maids,
Wombs.
Witches. Or some may say,
Just
girls.
I simply cannot stand on that platform and stay in my hall and introduce that woman. I cannot advocate for her when my family, every beecher, except for my sister Isabella, has denounced them as a deceitful thief, among far worse condemnations that I dare not say. I dare not say.
I was not asked to introduce my friend this evening in Steinway Hall, but rather I was told as I came through the door that several men were given the opportunity and declined, one after another, for some reason or another, the chief among them being...
It is her character I take issue with, and I have objections to the lady's views.
As for her character, I, Theodore Tilton, know it, I believe in it, I vouch for it. As for her views, she can tell you yourself, and you may be the judge. It may be that she is a...
Fanatic. I mean, really, my sister called her insane. Her and her sister Tinny. And her family, well, they tend to cause a fuss everywhere they go. That's all I'll say on that.
There is a Joan of Arc of the women's movement, and is this fiery but gentle genius. She is one of the most impressive women of her time.
I will advocate for women's suffrage, I will, but I cannot stand behind her radical and divisive ideas. Indecent ideas!
Allow me, with as much honor that has ever prompted me to speak on any stage,
I simply cannot introduce Victoria C. Woodhull.
Spring, 1872. That's where I want to take you all. To my home in Murray Hill, New York City. I had just been announced as the presidential candidate for the Equal Rights Party, although just the previous November I'd been turned away at the polls because of my gender. I was a radical, they all said. I was a communist and a free lover, they said. When really, I was just ahead of my time.
A grand library, right here in my daughter's house. Who would have thought?
Far cry from the rickety shacks we grew up in.
Seems about as crowded. Between Teddy and Canning Woodhull.
Teddy is my sister and my business partner.
Got a husband in your bed and another in the next bed over.
Don't say another like I have two husbands. I have one husband. Canning and I are divorced.
A wife shouldn't be living with multiple husbands. It ain't biblical.
Oh, yes. And you know that thing like the back of your hand. Have to, so you know where to add in and embellish.
I never added. I elaborated.
Yes. I used to think everything you said was in that book was written word. 14 years old, hardly knew my alphabet.
Oh, but you could bring in a crowd. Mesmerizing, you and Teddy.
The little Claflin healers. Gave me a purpose anyway. Could have told me I was crazy for hearing spirits. Thought you would profit from it instead.
Had to pay for the shack somehow. You bringing in a Commodore Vanderbilt for this one?
Yes. First time he's attending a seance without a specific request.
I haven't seen the Commodore in a year of Sundays.
You are leaving before he gets here.
You, kicking me out?
If I have to.
That's no way to treat your father, is it?
That's a laugh, isn't it?
Nothing funny about it. Did your mind go blank? I'm the one who introduced you to Commodore.
If any part of my memory is blank, you ought to benefit from it, Buck Claflin.
Speak to your father with respect, damn it. Just because you have this nice house here in the city doesn't change the fact that you grew up in my house. I raised you better than this.
If you keep telling comedies like that, I'll have to bring in an audience.
I'm serious. There's lots of nasty talk going around about you, little queen.
Oh, and you're privy to that talk, are you? Where? At the local brothel? The pub? My sister?
Oh, Utica. Where did you see her last?
Blind drunk, interrupting my lectures, doing everything she can to destroy me.
It's only natural. Sisterly jealousy.
It's exhausting, as if there aren't enough poisonous rumors circulating about me without her lunacies.
Oh, I hate listening to it.
If someone has something to say about me, challenge them to stop by my office. I'll print it up in my newspaper.
Been printing a lot in that newspaper of yours recently, so I hear.
Since when have you started caring about the family reputation for? You didn't seem worried about it when you got us all kicked out of town when I was little, or when Mother took the Colonel, my husband, to court last year, or when Tenny got called a murderer in Ottawa.
Speaking of the whole family now.
I needn't waste my breath.
At least New York has been good to us Claflins. You and Tenny opening up that brokerage. Seems your ma and I knew what we were doing. Naming you Victoria, little queen of Wall Street.
Just wait until I take my throne on Pennsylvania Avenue.
That's a bit of a gag, though, isn't it? You running for president?
I'm as capable as any candidate who's run so far.
Wonder what the kinsfolk will think when they hear about that.
Probably the same thing as when the newspapers call me a Jezebel. Serves her right.
Give them a little credit.
Credit is all I give them. Here's credit in the form of another $100 that I worked for. And on that line of thinking, why are you here?
You don't think I'm here for your money, do you?
I suppose you already ransacked my office looking for anything you could manage
How
to get your
dare
hands
you!
on.
Flinging accusations at me!
It's a good thing that I made it out alive when I was 14. You dragged me about the countryside practically on my deathbed.
This
forcing
is
me
some
to
story!
rest.
Keep on
Or
going!
if it had killed me, you wouldn't have my money to fall back on now.
I made you what you are now!
Spirits made me who I am. And I'm not a sick little girl anymore. And I will tear through your flesh if you so much as hold your fist above my head.
I never put a hand on you.
You never kept food for me, I suppose. Starved me and my sisters like poor dogs.
A man does what he wants to keep control in his home.
And a woman does what she must.
I may not have been the best father, But I must have done something right, seeing the way you and Tenny both turned out.
Sanity and 2 of your 10 children. Would you like a medal?
Oh, Vicky, you are an exceptional talent. Intelligent, plucky, but sane.
Consider my upbringing.
Never mind you hiding knives in Bibles. Is that any way to treat the word of the Lord?
I have other Bibles, and I have other knives. You needn't tell all the family. You're my father, and I love you. I cannot deny you anything.
Father, what are you doing here? Is Mother all right?
All right, Penny. He just came by to see the house. Father, you remember Theodore Tilton?
Mr. Claflin.
Heard you gave Vicky a beautiful introduction at Steinway Hall, Mr. Tilton.
Father, when I tell you the story,
Tenny.
I was holding poor Vicky because she couldn't stop sobbing so much that I started sobbing too, because Henry Ward Beecher, that hypocrite, said that he would introduce her. Well, it was time for the speech, and he was nowhere to be found. We didn't believe in that moment that there was a courageous man on the face of the earth. Then, along comes our knight in shining armor.
Sister says you're holding a spirit meeting tonight, thought that I might.
Theodore, look, Father, at how we got our revenge.
Please, Tenny, it's not revenge. You make us sound as bad as the Beechers, and I mean Catherine.
Remember Victoria Woodhull, I will strike you dead. Well, here's your chance, you old bat, though looking down your nose won't give you very good aim.
Oh, there she is. Colonel! Blood, this way. Your wife's in the library.
And chasing your perfume all over the house, Vicky.
Commodore Vanderbilt put an unexpected surprise.
But Claflin, it's been some time.
Commodore goes away to the city often. I tell him he ought to for his health.
She pesters me.
Only so much as the old goat will allow. Look, the copies go out today. Henry Ward Beecher, exposed for what he is, a phony and a fraud.
I did warn him.
Did you?
Yes, before my speech. If you want to say that I blackmailed the most famous preacher in the world, then fine. Say it. All I asked was for him to speak once, just once, of his support for me. When I am being torn limb from limb in the press for saying I should be able to love who I wish, and he's being praised from coast to coast for his purity and his preachings, and yet
he lures parishioners, married or not, to his bed.
I must admire your boldness, ladies.
You'd think they have no fear.
Isn't much they haven't experienced, and fear is based on the unknown.
there are times when it is more costly to stay silent. Besides, what do I have to be afraid of? Just this week I counted 12 times I was cartooned as or called the devil.
Calling us the two-headed Beelzebub.
Oh, if it's the Tribune, it's Horace Greeley. If it's the Christian Union, it's the Beechers.
What was Greeley saying of it?
Most recently is this apparent issue of my former husband living here.
Didn't I say there was talk?
We simply wanted Beecher to introduce her so that those he has fooled with his fake piety will see him stand beside her.
He's used to benefiting from his manhood and his background. He chooses to blind himself with lies so he may fog the mirror of his own weakness.
It's a vicious cycle.
I, however, am no liar. So if I tell you that if you continue to let your family blaspheme me in the press, I will expose your indiscretions.
I would love nothing more than to be in the room when Catherine and Harriet Beecher featured our article about their darling preacher Beecher.
Silly little girls.
No, Commodore Vanderbilt, I must stop you there. I am no little girl. No. You must acknowledge me as your ruthless pet now. Pass me a cigar. This will never do. We have to continue our celebration of the revolution. We need something inspirational, something French.
Champagne? Come, old goat, won't you help a silly little girl fetch libations?
Tenny, show out our father on the way, won't you?
May the spirits behave tonight. Good night, everyone.
All right, I'll leave the old men out. March, boys, march. Vicky, when you see your darling husband, will you tell him to stay put so that we may begin the seance in a timely manner?
I don't know how you feel, but I do think I did what must be done.
I know you feel that way.
I can't keep letting them slander my name in the press when I've done nothing wrong. It would be nothing, of course, if I was a man.
I don't think anyone would call this nothing.
No, it isn't, and I knew that. And I understood your hesitations before about letting me publish it.
4. I want to see Beecher exposed as the saint he is, but I was not ready for my wife's affair with him to be the topic of tea at every parlor in New York State.
You weren't the first person to tell it to me, Theo. I heard it from Elizabeth Cady Stanton and Amelia Bloomer long before you told me the whole story.
Please.
What?
You don't think I know that people are gossiping about my marriage?
Oh.
I just wish you would have left me out of your path of destruction.
Well, I did. I'm sorry to upset you, but I did tell you I was tempted to do it.
For that, I suppose I cannot fault you.
When have you ever known me to be... I would think you to know me as a woman of my word.
I know you to be honest and reckless.
Do you think I didn't understand the risk? The weight of this? I understood it, but I also knew if I did nothing, then nothing would change.
You can't control everything. Let them talk. You know the truth isn't that what you always say.
I am drowning in helplessness. I refuse to let these lies swallow me. Every day the press about me increases. That is no coincidence.
It was inevitable. Do you think you're the first political influence to have their reputation questioned?
Do you think a woman can withstand a smear campaign? As I gain, they will only increase their efforts. I can see where this is going, and it will not. God help me end with my silence.
You can't always think you're doing right.
Of course I don't. Of course I wish I knew whether the path I was on is the right one. But in a game of skill, anything outside of certainty is weakness. I am a woman. I know my situation will always be fragile. I am holding a crystal ornament as tight as I can in my fist, and at any moment it may burst into 1,000 pieces. But when it breaks, that pain, those shards, is what will make me stand taller. I would love nothing more than to fall to the ground and cry, weep for my agony, but I can't, because on the ground I am nothing, and that is where I would be had I not exposed Beecher.
Why do you betray your feelings?
I don't betray them. They're here. But it is the perception of those feelings as feminine, as weaker, that forces me to deny them agency. My only hope is that one day some woman will walk behind me on this path and be able to feel her pain, weep for her agony, and not be seen as lesser for it.
No, I want that too.
Imagine equality and humanity, true humanity, where feelings are what make us human, not what make us weak.
Victoria, you know I will always support you, and I have the utmost admiration and respect for you.
It's only now that I have doubted it. What is it?
Grant cannot be re-elected. The corruption of his presidency in a second term is unimaginable. I have to think of a path forward for the country. For the reformers, Victoria, you can't truly be on the ballot.
We don't know that yet, and we can encourage the write-in.
You're 33, between your age and your sex.
We won't know until we know. And until then, we will keep fighting. They said I could not open a successful brokerage, yet here I am.
No one's taking it seriously.
The hell they aren't. Thousands flock my lecture halls. 600 delegates unanimously announced me as their candidate.
You will not be president. And I must think of who may be, because it cannot be Grant.
What has changed? Was it not just weeks ago that you sat in this very room and swore to my support through this?
You have to think of the cause.
I have thought of nothing else. It feels it consumes my every moment. It is my whole life. I would love to know who you think would work as tirelessly for this as I. Who would fight harder than I?
It's not about fighting, Vicky. It's about winning.
Winning what? Sameness? Another tomorrow that looks just like today? Who is it, Tilton?
It would be wise to move your support as well.
Who? Tell me, or the ounce of respect I have left for you will be gone.
I have decided to put my support behind and campaign for Horace Greeley.
Not Greeley.
Victoria, I didn't want to tell you, but You would have found out my decision eventually. I did think this way was best.
Whenever men say that women are the weaker sex, I think of every moment a man has fallen at my feet, begging to be forgiven for his pathetic indifference. You need to leave now,
My
Tilton.
support for you is unending. I don't want this to end what we have between us. Think of the good he can do.
You will do nothing!
Don't let this end us, Vicky.
Victoria? What?
Go away now, Tilton!
What has happened?
Where did he rush off to?
What is it?
Well, this is certainly no place to bring champagne. There must be cheer immediately before you hurt the bubble's feelings.
Are you all right?
I will be. And we have an appointment with spirits. The parlor is a bit more grand perhaps than the library, don't you think, Vicky? But this room is so...
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's as if I can feel the vibrations already.
Not as good as the roof, though.
No. We'll leave the roof to you, I think, darling.
And it would be much too noisy.
It can be surprisingly quiet, in fact. But no, of course not. No seances on the roof.
You're not getting this old boy on any roof? At least not in these shoes.
Best we keep the champagne off the table.
Oh yes, have to be careful of the shaking.
There's never any indication of who might speak through Victoria. I am honored to act as secretary for them.
They make a marvelous couple, don't you think, Commodore? Just as sweet as can be, and together they can do anything, I think.
Don't oversell us to the richest man in the world, Tenny. He might not buy it.
I invest in what I believe, and I continue to believe in your wonders.
If we weren't able to speak to spirits, I can't imagine where we'd be now. It's apparently an inconvenient thing to listen to a real flesh and blood woman. An apparition of a past soul. Well, now we're talking.
It's time to settle down now, Tenny. Colonel? Darling?
Ready.
This is Victoria Claflin Woodhall. I am asking you, spirits, if it be of your desire, to come forth now and speak. If there are any persons in this room that have not yet been acknowledged, may they come forth on this occasion. This is Victoria Claflin Woodhall. I am asking you, the spirits, if it be of your desire, to come forth now and converse. This is Victoria Claflin Woodhall. I am asking you, spirits.
Spirit, if you are here, speak.
Mary is here.
Hello, Mary.
What do you want?
Tell us who you are. Mary, the year is 1872. What is the year that you last remember?
You can write, sir.
I am writing, yes.
You must write down that I was not a witch. As they say,
We wrote that down, Mary. You were called a witch.
I did no curse on any livestock. I did no curse.
We believe you, Mary. Go on, Mary. We're all listening. We're all still here. You have all of our attention. Commodore Vanderbilt is here. He's a very powerful man.
I do not want.
We're listening, Mary.
I can't breathe. I've been sinking.
Who did this to you? Is it the last that you remember?
Help me. The sky is fading. I'm falling.
Mary? We are still here. Are you still here? Must be coming from the
spirit then?
No, they will go away, they must.
Whoever it is, they're knocking very loudly.
As if anyone should be pounding on our door at this time of night.
What if it's something important? We should bring Victoria back.
We haven't spoken to Mary before.
And no one who knocks like that will simply desist.
I will go. Can you bring Victoria back?
I will go with you.
Come on, come back now, Vicky. The boys are gone. You can come back now. My sister, I have a treat. Where'd they go? Oh, some vile person is knocking and knocking at our door. Knocking? The boys went to investigate. Drink some champagne. Come back to us. Oh, Vicky, you would not believe who was speaking through you tonight. She said her name was Mary, and that they called her a witch and that they drowned her.
Grossman always seems kind. The great truths in us, don't they? Connect to us in ways not even we can make them.
Who was it?
Colonel? Darling, what's wrong?
It was 2 marshals to deliver this, and to deliver the 3 of us to jail.
Oh God, Vicky, it's a warrant! I knew before I even read it! On what crime?
Distribution of obscenity through the mail.
What obscenity! Oh, our article in our newspaper? The Beechers are behind this, no doubt.
Aren't they satisfied with their mudslinging and slander?
I detest and loathe jail, Vicky. We must find a way out immediately. What is the bail? Oh, just wait until we get out. We will write something so scathing, so
Arrest
awful.
me! Arrest me! What difference does it make? I'm imprisoned in endless ways now.
Victoria, I don't know how we will overcome this.
We will have nothing but time to decide how to proceed. In the meantime, I take peace in this. They can't take more from me than they have already. And the only way to go from here is rising.
By marriage, the husband and wife are one person in the law. The very being and legal existence of woman is suspended during the marriage, or at least is incorporated into